Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Sunday, the 15th of October 2023, which is a new moon in Scorpio. Now, it hits at 55 minutes past midnight here, so it's only just into the 15th, so a lot of people are going to be experiencing this new moon on the 14th around the world, but some on the 15th very early on. Now this deck says that it's about going deeper, the new moon in Scorpio, so let's see if the guides agree with that, shall we? Now, as usual, I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I give 1-question readings in there. You can book in for one of those on my website, behealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there too. Any pre-booked readings I'll do right at the start of the show, and then send you the link to the replay so you can watch it back. Otherwise, you can come along live and book while I'm live. Find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there, and book while I'm live. I also offer private readings as well from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there too. Get those out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. Now, there's 2 prize draws every single month for a free private reading with me. To enter the first one, all you need to do is click like on this video, leave a comment, and be a subscriber to my YouTube channel. You can enter as many times as you like throughout the month by doing the same thing on different videos. The second way is by checking out my pick a card reads, and if you purchase one of those deeper dives, those extended readings, that'll get you entered into the other draw. So good luck with winning those. So let's see what's in the energies this new moon in Scorpio for today. We've got threefold protection. Threefold protection is about us protecting ourselves, it's about someone else protecting us, and it's about the universe protecting us too. All 3 of those matter. You know, it's like we got to learn how to protect ourselves. We can't leave it up to the universe and to everyone else. I'm just going to let the cat in. Yeah, we need to learn how to protect ourselves. We also, hey, sweetie. Hey. We also need to be around the right people, those that are protecting us, those that are taking care of us. And then the universe, that's something that we don't rely on, because you know, if we make bad choices like of not protecting ourselves, or if we make bad choices of people to be around those that don't take care of us, then the universe cannot do the job for, you know, to compensate for all of that. And so it's important that we take care of ourselves, that we protect ourselves, we learn how to empower ourselves like that, and have boundaries and all of that kind of thing, and choose people to be around that are going to take good care of us too, is the kind of the next step from there. We need to do it for ourselves first before we will start choosing the right people. And then once that is all in place, the universe will protect us too. We've got magic maker, so there could be some magic happening today. What else in the energies today? What else? Determination. Don't be afraid of the rising tide. It will soon recede. So let's get some tarot cards out and find out more about these energies for this new moon in Scorpio. First of all, we have the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is about receiving back from work that we've put into something. It's making sure that we get a return on investment of our money, investment of our time, investment of our energy. Now, this could be emotional energy as well. If we're investing our emotional energy into people, into situations, then we need to make sure that we are getting back what our heart needs from it too. We've got the Knight of Swords, which is about rushing into something, or feeling like you might be being rushed into something. What else? We've got the Hermit. A feeling like you want to pull away from something. It's connected with this Knight of Swords. A feeling like someone's trying to rush you into something, or perhaps you're feeling like you should be rushed into something, like there's a time limit. Whenever there's pressure like that, it tends to be a marketing thing, or there's some reason why you wouldn't want to, which is why someone wants to rush you into it, you know. Because if we're given time, then we've got time to think about it, and we're more likely to make a better decision. Especially with this threefold protection, it's like protect yourself, don't rush into something. The Hermit, there's this feeling of like wanting to kind of hide away as a result of it. No, so somebody could be pressuring you into something, and you just give yourself time. Give yourself time. Six of Pentacles. There's reciprocity, or someone being generous, or someone appearing to be generous, but perhaps they're asking for you to be generous with them. You know, some of these marketing ploys, the rushy kind of marketing ploys, it tends to be that you're doing them a favor by getting their stuff. Because if it was a genuine offer, it would always be open, right? And it's actually a marketing ploy. We taught it. I've done courses where it's taught it. Just like make it so that, you know, that people can't get your readings all the time. It might appear like I'm doing that because there's a certain amount, because there's only me. So I've put like a limit on the amount of readings that can be purchased in a day. But that is seriously so that I never get to the point where I've got too much work to do and I can't get them out within 48 hours. It's not me pretending that there's a limitation on it, that I do that. But we are taught that, right? If you do any entrepreneur kind of a course, some of them will teach you that to make it rare, and you know, and it gets that hype and people will buy it. But there's another way of doing business, and that is by being genuine. And there are the genuine people out there, and so don't feel pressured to do something or rushed into something. So the Eight of Pentacles, you could be receiving back from energy that you're putting in, and I was getting an emotional aspect about this. So if you put emotional energy into something, Knight of Voices, there's that rushing energy. So what could this be? There we have it again, Knight of Voices. So making sure that you're getting a return on investment of your emotional energy rather than rushing into it or feeling rushed to get that return. I don't know. There's just something not right about this. You don't need to rush. It's a big red flag. It's a huge siren going off if you're being rushed. Now, Scorpio energy can be, sorry Scorpios, I'm really not meaning to insult you on this one, but every single sign or every single energy of the signs has negative aspects of it too. And a negative aspect of Scorpio can be some like emotional manipulation. I'm not saying that Scorpios are not emotionally manipulators. We've all got that within us, or the you know, potentiality to do that. But it can be, it can be that. And so just be careful of being manipulated emotionally by being rushed into something. If someone is trying to pressure you, or you feel pressured by them to do something too soon. What's behind that? What's behind that? Creativity. Oh, so it could be in the workplace, but there's still this element of emotional investment. So if we're talking in the workplace, it could be that you are invested in the in your bosses or the company or the mission succeeding more than the people that are above you. So you're kind of holding the energy for something, and with the rushing energy, you could feel like pressured, but it's coming from an internal pressure to give more, do more, and you know, take it on even more, especially if something is failing. Yeah, just be careful of that. You might want to put that energy, your emotional energy, toward your cause, toward something to build for you instead, rather than building it for someone else. So more about this Knight of Swords energy. Tell us about this Knight of Swords energy. And it's always a red flag. When you feel rushed, it's always a red flag. Whether it's you doing it to yourself, you know, like always being hyped up and never calming your nervous system down through meditation or through, you know, any kind of a practice where you will relax. If you're always rushing around and, you know, feeling like you're on a sinking ship, then you can have yourself in this red flag energy of like, you know, just never being available for good, relaxed, chill energy where you're going to make better decisions for yourself. And this could be why you need to protect yourself as well. Is if you say, yeah, I'm always in that rushing energy, it's like, well, you need to protect yourself from that. You need to protect yourself from yourself, and perhaps start meditating to give your nervous system a break so that you can take that whole energy level down and be more relaxed about things. You'll get better ideas. That's why we get better ideas when we meditate, because we bring our nervous system down. Our nervous systems, you know, they are set to protect us, so to be on high alert. So what is this Knight of Swords about? About Page of Voices, somebody noticing you. Okay. Right, so, wow, this is really strong energy of this being rushed into something. Now, if it's someone that's noticing that you're in a particular energy, let me explain this through perhaps an example like multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing is pretty much a pyramid scheme where the people at the top manipulate the people further down to coming into it so that they make a lot of money, right? And the kind of people that get into multi-level marketing are susceptible to that, are susceptible to everything that I was saying here, of believing in the apparent cause of the people at the top. But the people at the, I've nearly said this before, but the people at the top have got a very different cause. They're after making money. Even if they say, no, the cause is doing this or it's doing that, you know, the seeming objective of the company, it's not. It's of them making money. It's very manipulative, and it's of making money. And if they can convince you to be behind the cause, then they've sucked you in and they can manipulate you and keep on giving to you. There's a certain type of person you might have noticed that is susceptible to MLMs, and it's those that don't protect themselves. And so it tends to be the people with the heart wide open. And so it's like the empaths are sitting ducks for this kind of thing, and for many other ways of being manipulated too. And so if you are easily susceptible to being rushed into something, because they will use that too, like you've got to get it today, being rushed into something so that you don't have time to think about it because you are more bought into their seeming mission, you know, and the mission will be something that will appeal to people like you and me, but their heart won't be in it. They won't be putting their emotional energy into it. They're putting their emotional energy into recruiting people and convincing them that this is a mission that they should be involved in. And so put your energy into it, put your energy into it, put your energy into it. You don't need to get anything back from it. Put your energy into it. You'll get something back. It's like religion. Religion says the same thing. Just give, 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 give. You got the energy back later. Just give, 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 give. It's like, there's something that doesn't ring true about this. There's other examples of this too. And so you've got like big food companies creating junk food, but they'll say, oh, but it's plant-based food junk, and then they'll convince everyone that they've got a mission. The mission really is to sell those products. And they'll even make movies about it, and they put it out as if it's a factual thing, and they convince everyone to be behind the cause, the apparent cause that appeals to their hearts. That's not their cause at all. Their cause is to make money, but that is their marketing method to convince people to be on this mission that they say that they've got. And so you could be a sitting duck here. What is behind that is honoring your energy. So you got to honor your energy more and realize that you are the important. Your heart and your emotional energy is what is allowing them to do this. And you need to keep that more. You got to value that even more, you know. Let the cat out. You got to value it even more. See, sweetie? And don't give it away to them. And recognize when people are doing this, because they know how to market these things. So someone's got their eye on you. You're being noticed for that energy of kind of being a sitting duck for that, because you're in your heart energy. And if you get a belief, then you will go for it. You know, you will start, you know, pushing their agenda for them, and they're laughing. Honestly, they're laughing. All of these like vegan agenda companies, they're not got a vegan agenda. They've got an agenda for selling, for making more money. And they're laughing because they've got a whole load of people to market their stuff for them, you know, that completely for free will market their stuff for them. Yeah, so you've got to be aware of that, kind of take a step back. It's like, hang on, what is really going on here? So the Hermit, you might feel like hiding away completely. And what I mean by that is it's like when you feel, because you will feel like you're being used, there'll be like an underlying energy, but you might not be able to figure out, or you might, after I've told you what I've told you, there's an underlying uneasiness. It might make you feel like withdrawn. But the Hermit card is also about following our own path. And like I said, your own path can be to really honor that energy that's within you and go, wow, I'm really powerful. My emotional energy is really powerful. And if I set out for a cause that is really dear for me, not what someone else is telling me, but what is really important to me, and then create it for myself, then that's going to be really powerful. You're more powerful than them. Their only power is to convince other people. Page of Inspiration. So Page of Inspiration, it's like do your own thing instead. Page of Inspiration, set your own thing off. Start something new, something that inspires you. There's omens behind that. You've had signs about this too. Set yourself free from something. Been convinced to do something, or to invest your emotional energy into some kind of a cause, and it's not true. So the Six of Pentacles, why do we have the Six of Pentacles here? Reciprocal energy, the High Priestess energy. And it's this energy that are sitting ducks for this kind of thing. Because we can really get behind a cause, because you're here to do something in the world, to do something positive in the world. And when that amazing energy, beautiful energy that you've got gets hijacked by these massive companies, by these MLMs, or by these junk food companies that are selling products, not real food, products, then it's wasted. Worse than that, you're adding to a very manipulative energy. And they'll carry on doing it. Of course they'll carry on doing it because it works for them. What could be better? To convince people to get behind your cause and then advertise you for nothing. So Six of Pentacles, what you want is reciprocation. And the intuition card, the High Priestess, is like you've got to tap into that energy and feel this uneasiness. You've got to really feel that when you're being manipulated, and then protect yourself. So it's discernment and sacred space. Just withdraw your energy, going, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not adding my energy to this anymore until I've kind of figured this out. You've got to feel it. Oh, what interesting energies. Go deeper. Go deeper. New moon in Scorpio. To how you've been manipulated. Whew. Okay. What about our love lives today? Dare I ask, with these energies? What about our love lives today? Coaching is the same too. MLMs. Coaches, coaching coaches, coaching coaches. Law of attraction teachers, teaching budding law of attraction teachers and all of that kind of thing. It's really similar energies. And when I realized that, I was like, I really need to take a step back and look at what I was doing and how I'm using my gift to help people so that I'm not perpetuating it like that. About our love lives. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. So it's the same kind of an energy. Instead of placing your focus on another and what another wants and what their agenda is and what their purpose is and their passions and all of that kind of thing, now's the time to give to yourself, to what is important to you and your heart. What else? So it's really a calling to go deeper and to look at what is important to us with a lot of clarity and see how you've been hijacked by other people's energy, their manipulations for their agendas, whether it's in love, whether it's in business, whether it's, and especially your emotional energy. This is how great people with amazing energy can live kind of a wasted life, because you just keep on going for other people's causes, not realizing their cause isn't really their cause. Their cause is after making a lot of money, but getting you in your powerful energy to do it for them. In our love lives, we've got know you are loved, go deeper, new moon in Scorpio, and be humble. Now, you might be humbled by this. You might realize, yeah, a cause that you've been kind of championing is just a cause for somebody's material growth. Okay. What else? And a cause that's in your heart that you're championing will not deplete you, it will add to your abundance too. When you're on the right track and you're in alignment with yourself and your heart, it will increase for you. This reciprocation energy, you'll get back from it, not someone else. You won't and you won't lose from it. So you can tell when you're being manipulated, because you end up losing. And the law of attraction, the law of abundance doesn't seem to apply to you, but you're always promised that it will in the future. Anyway, we've got open up in friendship. So yeah, you might want to be open to friendships and to kind of be more careful with your heart energy and who you'll give it away to. What else? We've got true love and heartbreak. True love and heartbreak. And there's manipulation that goes on in our love life too, right? Is, you know, people pretending that they want a certain thing and you think it's true love. So appearing that that's what they want and that's what their agenda is, when it's not. They want to take your energy. So wow, a lot of guidance here about be careful, protect yourself. There's magic maker in here though, you see, and determination. So if you use that amazing energy that you've got for your causes and your abundance, then you'll get into alignment and you'll be able to do amazing things in the world. But while your energy is hijacked by other people that are manipulating you, you can't. Whew, okay. So what else in the energies today? Got horseshoe, good luck. Crib, birth or conception of a new child or enterprise, a child or enterprise. So you could be getting ideas today of what you want to do yourself, you know. Hand, in need of help, assistance and guidance. And it could be about how you have been of assistance and guidance, perhaps to the wrong types. Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Yeah, disappointment in many people perhaps too, that you believed. But take care, enemies are working against you. So they're going to try to pull you back in as well. Remember, they see you're manipulative, what's the word? Easily manipulated perhaps, or susceptible to that. It's like those that do magic, or they know how to get past our logical minds and manipulate us, right? Into believing what they're trying to infer. So a wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. You need to go deeper, need to know where you're at and really be accountable for where you're putting your energy and what you're putting your energy to. If it serves you, it's actually better. That's the thing, is like people are told like, oh, if it's self-serving, it's really bad. And that makes you a sitting duck to these people that want to manipulate you. So it's not true. If it's self-serving, it means you're in alignment with source. Okay, so think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for your answer, but this is just a bit of fun because it's a general reading, not a personal reading. If you want me to pull crystals out of my bag for a specific question that you've got, then you can book in for one of those. There's a link for my one question readings in the description box below and also on up there too. I'll do it in the next live show, which is 3 times a week. I can also use them in private readings as well. Book yourself in for one of those if you've got lots of questions or want lots of detail about a particular thing going on in your life. Book in for one of those. There's a link in the description box below and also one up there too. Get those out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. So, how best to deal with these energies today? Page of Swords. The Page of Swords stands on all of those books. It gets a better vantage point because he's learned from what he's been through. He's got knowledge and wisdom now, and he gains a new perspective because of all of that. So take a step back, go deeper, take a look at what has been happening in your energy and ask yourself, have you been manipulated into believing that people have got a certain mission that aligns with yours when actually they haven't at all? And what they're doing is recognizing how powerful you are and then hijacking that energy for their own gain. So learn from what you've been going through. So think of a yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready for your answer. Your answer is yes. Yes, go for it. There you go. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment because that'll get you an entry into a prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. So good luck with winning that. I do one of these energy updates every single day of the year, which includes new moons and full moons, of course. Oh, and I've got $30 off private new moon readings today as well. Check that out on my website, behealing.com. If you want to know more specifically about these energies and how it applies to your life, you can get one of those personal readings. I also go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show as well. Would love to see you in there and give you a mini read, so come along sometime. And I make 3 Love Pick a Card reads a week as well. You can find one of those right there, right now, and watch that next if you want. Well, have the best day ever, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.